Right, so my wife likes black cherries, and well, she saves all the seeds. So we're gonna go ahead and plant them in this box here. I was gonna just do them out with the other cherry trees, but I got a feeling I'll forget and I'll run them over with a lawnmower, and I'd rather not do that. So in this box, we just have clover that's planted, and then we have daylilies that's also planted. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this rod and I'm gonna make some holes, and then I'll give these guys a starter, so they'll be able to grow in here for the year, and then whatever comes up, I'll go ahead and transplant next year. All right. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is pulling the clover out from around it so that I know where the holes are. I only have to go 1.5 inches because as you get further down, what I did is I did a bunch of sticks and logs to kind of compost, and then I put soil on top, and then I planted things. So it should be decomposing down there. And if the seed ends up getting further down, then cool. If not, so I'm hoping that, 4 or 5 of these come up. That way I can transplant them out back. If we get a bunch more, we'll sell them at a farmer's market. Super easy. Black cherry. I'll put them all in a row. So later on when I start seeing stuff come up and I go, what is that from? I can come back to this video and go, black cherries. I do plan on pulling these daylilies up at some point and transplanting them elsewhere. I think that's what this box is going to turn into, because it's so close to the house. It gets just enough sunlight that you can make starters just in the box. It gets lots of water, so it'll be fun. Pull up the daylilies, transplant them somewhere else. They can go crazy, and then I'll have trees. Transplant the trees somewhere, then I'll have something else, and then we'll just keep cycling. Now I'm saying it, it kind of seems smart, because then you get more nutrition in the soil. And of course, with the clover being here, it's going to add nitrogen. So that will always be in abundance. And then I'll add more compost later on. All you're doing is making holes in a straight line and putting seeds in and then filling it back in. Japanese beetle. And that's all this is doing. I'm just moving the soil around it. So it's still loose on top, but then with the clover being over it, it'll get covered next time it rains. And I don't have to worry about something coming in and digging at it. All right, so we planted about, let's say 20 of them, roughly, 2 rows. We're still learning. Leave us a comment. Let us know your tips and tricks. If you think this is going to work. I figured if we plant 20, maybe 3 will come up. But, I mean, if you think that this is an interesting setup, and, we're just kind of taking the shotgun approach, really. Just throwing seeds at it, seeing if anything will happen. But if you have any tips and suggestions on getting more than 3 to pop up, let me know.